back with another for your mother. So I know you guys see it. I know you guys see it. I know you guys see the earrings. So you know what that means. All about Aries, talking all about Aries. Well, not exactly. If you guys remember from my last video, I was saying about the things Aries didn't like and blah, 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 and dating and this and the third, and saying how we like people to check us on our wrongs and, you know, tell us things, except when it comes to parenting. Don't tell us about our parenting because we are damn good mothers. Well, today I am going to get into a bit of that. It's probably going to be broken up into two parts. So this part here, I am going to talk to you about parenting my child specifically. Now, my child is a Pisces. Pisces. Total opposite of an Aries. It's a little fish, a little confused fish. They will float here, float there, float everywhere, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I looked up a few things about Pisces, which I tend to do as well. And it's so crazy, I have my son in on it. Like, he'll look up stuff and he'll be like, yeah, Mom, this is right. It says that I'm here to calm you down and, you know, give you some calm because you're so, you know, riled up. And this is so true because, listen, let's go, you know, this, and my son's just like, okay. Like, he's like old man swag. Like, he's just real laid back, he's chill, he doesn't like confrontation, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, these are great traits to have, but then on the flip side, the slow moving, the lateness, the tardiness, no, you can't move like that in the real world. Let me address my hair. Yes, it was plaited up. I took it out. It's crinkly, hat, you know, that's what it is. Little off the shoulder action with my black sweater. That's what it is. But anyway, so I have, I looked it up. It says 8 traits about a Pisces child. This is definitely true to my child. The first one, they are extremely sensitive. Facts. This, like, which is such a problem for me because I'm kind of the opposite of sensitive. Like, I mean, I did say a few videos ago, the older that I'm getting, I am getting a little bit more sensitive. You know, things bother me a little bit more than they tend to. But it's just little trivial things. I don't really care about stuff like that. Sorry. I don't really care about stuff like that, but they are sensitive. Sensitive. So this means you have to be, you know, extra in tune with their emotional state. You always have to encourage them. You always have to root them on. You always have to give them positive reinforcement and things like that, which can be quite exhausting if you're not that type of parent. If you're not that, you know, if you're not that person to do that, it can definitely be exhausting because they need constant reinforcement. Okay, quick story. If I'm out, well, not even quick story because this still happens. If we're out and about, you know, I remember when he was younger and somebody came up to me and was like, oh, you look so pretty, like, I like your outfit, this and that, but didn't acknowledge my son's outfit. And I'm a corny mom, like, I'll dress us to match. I don't really do that too much anymore because he's not really with that. But, you know, I would dress us to match, you know, same shirt or same color scheme, things like that. And he's like, you dress me with all your might. This is what this little boy said, all your might. You dress me with all your might. And they didn't even acknowledge me. They didn't even tell me I look cute. Really? So, you know, mother hen, I don't want my baby upset. I'm just like, no, you look very handsome. She said, because she was like, oh, you guys look cute. She did say you guys look cute at the start of it, but then she went on to elaborate more about me. I said, you know you look handsome. You know you're fly. You know you're cool. Let me take a picture. You know, they need constant positive reinforcement for sure. I mean, luckily I have a son. It's, you know, I say luckily I have a son because I feel like it's definitely a pressing issue whenever you have a daughter, because if you don't constantly tell your daughter you're beautiful, you're pretty, you know, you're smart, you're intelligent. The first little knucklehead they meet out on these streets, and to say that to them, they gonna believe them, and now all of a sudden your daughter's a prostitute or your daughter's trafficking, you know, and things like that. So positive reinforcement, it definitely matters for men and women, for sure. But I would say it's probably more of a pressing issue for women, just because women tend to be more impressionable. Some, not me, but you know, whatever. Some tend to be more impressionable. Okay, what else is it saying? It says, on the flip side of being sensitive, when it comes to getting into disagreements, it stings a lot more, and at this time, your little one may discover that standing back in some situations makes it easier than them getting overly attached or hurt. Again, like I said, my son is so laid back, he's so cool, he's so chill. He does not enjoy confrontation at all. He doesn't want anything to do with it, like ever. He, you know, let's chill, let's get to the root of the problem, or not. Like, he would rather just tell you okay to just smooth things over. Something else about them. Pisces children have great imaginations to the point that they may spend a few times fibbing. Okay, now I will say that one thing, me and my son have open communication because I'm that type of parent. Tell me anything, come and talk to me about anything. So I don't have to deal with him lying or fibbing, you know, now that he's getting older. But I remember, like it was yesterday, when my son came home to me. This is not even funny. Like, I almost, like, mustard seed almost made me snap out, and then the reality came back like, girl, did I make any sense? But anyway, he came home and was like, Mom, so, when I was at my grandmom's house, you know, they were yelling at me, they were beating me, and they were putting cigarettes out on me. My child told me that his dad and his grandma were putting cigarettes out on him. Again, the little mustard seed side of me almost snapped out and flew down there to burn the whole house down, to burn the whole building down. And then I had, you know, luckily the rational side outweighed in that situation, was just like, what type of craziness, you know, this doesn't make any sense. I'm just like, where is this boy getting this from? Imagination is crazy. And when my son was small, you know, some people say, oh, well, it's what they see and hear. No. When my son was small, Kids Bop, classical music, nothing but Disney and Nickelodeon, even though they're getting a little out there at this point. But I really monitored everything that my son watched, all his intake. I really monitored his time on TV, his time on the internet, things like that. And like I said, this is when he was, you know, he was so small. I don't know how he came up with this. Now, I can't control what he does when he's not in my presence. So maybe he watched a Lifetime movie with his granny or something. I don't know. And when I say granny, I'm not referring to my mom. I'm referring to his dad's mom. My mom is Nana. His dad's mom's name is Granny. So I don't know if he was watching a crazy movie, but he said they were putting cigarettes out on him. I said, okay. Moving on along. It says Pisceans are gentle souls who often only see the best in people, which can lead to them quickly trusting people. Okay, trust is not a bad thing, but trust is a bad thing, if that makes any sense. Like, my son used to get in trouble a lot in school because he wanted to be, you know, just world peace and save everyone and run to his classmates' defense and things like that. And I had to tell him early on, you can't do that. You need to mind your business. You don't know, well, the teacher said this and they said that. Okay, and they could be lying to you. So you can't believe everything people say, like he's too trusting. Luckily, he has not gotten into a situation where he's had any fallout with friends and things like that. You know, like he's still a growing boy, so he has not gotten to that point. But I believe in being a proactive parent, so I like to talk to him about real world issues Even if it's something as minor as, watch the company that you keep. Just because, most people, they don't learn until they go through it themselves. But at least I put it out there. At least we've had, different conversations about these things. So my son hasn't really been in any, uncomfortable positions where trusting someone led him down the wrong road. Thank God, and I'm going to keep praying that doesn't, happen to him. Okay, following with the first one about them being sensitive and emotional, sensitive Pisces can take everything to heart because they believe so much in people, goes back to trusting as well. And when things go wrong, it's hard for them to blame anyone but themselves. This is so true. They internalize things that may not have anything to do with them. May not have anything to do with them, yet they internalize it. They beat up themselves. They're real hard on themselves. And again, parents, that's where you come in and get that positive reinforcement and pointing out all of, their great academic things that they did, or if your child's physically fit, the great physically fit things they do. If they play sports, make sure you're always there rooting them on, even though they're so shy, fake shy, and timid. They act like, oh, I don't want that. But they really, enjoy it. It builds their confidence. It builds their self-esteem. They definitely need a lot of self-esteem and a lot of confidence building. Keep that in mind. Again, like they just need so much confidence, so much self-esteem. I'll give you guys an example because I know, we live in such a microwave and such reality-driven world. Look at Rob Kardashian. That man is a Pisces. He is the poster child for needing positive reinforcement, extra love, self-esteem building, confidence building. And unfortunately, I'm not going to say someone dropped the ball, but maybe they did it, but they just did not do enough of it. That he out here on some sucker shit, okay? I'm just saying, he has low self-esteem. He let himself go. It's just not a good thing. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. I'm so serious. Like, another add-on to that. My son's dad is also a Pisces. Now, when I was with him, when we were together, his confidence was on high. I'm not the type that just want to take all of the compliments and don't give them back. No, I'm going to give them back. I'm going to, oh, babe, put that on. Oh, yeah, you look good. This, that, and the third. Oh, let's eat this. Let's not drink. Let's go on a fast. I'm that girl. I'm the biggest cheerleader for whoever my mates are. So when I was with him, he was fresh. He was clean. He was fit. Baby. I ain't gonna be petty and insert no pictures. But this man, today, a mess. Fat, out of shape, looking like a slob, don't care what he put on, don't even aspire to do anything else, even when it comes to like working and stuff. When we were together, he was doing construction, he was doing drilling, I digress. They need tons and tons of confidence, and I refuse. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to raise my son Aquarian. Quiet as cat. But anyway, moving on. To add on to it, it says they're passionate, extremely passionate. Anything worth doing is worth doing a lot of. And it says once Pisces find something that they love, they want to do it constantly. They find a particular toy, they want to play with that. Like I said, if your child's into sports, they just want to do that. My son's really, really into basketball. Listen, I tried to get this young boy to play soccer because I feel like he would be great in that because he's really, really fast. I tried to get him to play soccer. I'm not interested. Tried to get him to play football for a little bit, which I'm actually glad with all of these different concussion stories and stuff coming out. But he tried it, and he was actually pretty good. But he's like, no, Mom. What if I get hit, and then I'm not going to be able to do what I really want to do, which is basketball. Tried to get him to play, softball. He dibbled in it a little bit. I'm like, you should even play volleyball. Like, anything, so he's not just on this one thing, but he just has no interest in anything else but basketball. He loves basketball. He wants to play basketball all the time. when he was younger, I would, try to play him. But I'm not even gonna lie. The older he got, I'm just not interested. I'm not any good. I don't want to. And that's bad. I know, because they're like, Mom, play me. And I'm just like, where's your friends? I don't want to. So I dropped the ball on that one. Another thing, they're idealistic. Says your Pisces will often strive for and expect perfection, which this is a great trait to have, but it can hurt their sensitive souls if they don't get that. Now, let me say this. I definitely need to lay off of my son when it comes to perfection, for sure, because I am such a negative Nancy when it comes to perfection. I have to realize that my son is getting older, he's going in his own lanes, and I have to, adapt to that. But when my son first started going to the elementary school that he went to before this school, he's so advanced. Listen, this is another little tip. Catch this tip, parents. Put your babies to bed with classical music. There's studies showing that actually enhances their intelligence. Listen, I can only tell you what I know. So anyway, my son is so advanced, my son is so smart, my son is so articulate that when he went to elementary school, he was in a scholar class called Discovery Aces. Now, my son started at this new school when he was in kindergarten. For this Discovery Aces program, they don't start taking kids until 3rd grade. My son started in kindergarten. They accepted my son into this program because he's so gifted and so smart. And again, 3rd grade is when they start taking students, but my son was accepted in kindergarten because he needed to be challenged. Like, he's so smart, he's so bright. But I always put the pressure on him. Straight A's, straight A's, straight A's. In my house, C's are failing. But another little bit of information, my son shares households. He's with me sometimes, he's with his other family sometimes. And obviously we have totally different views on parenting, totally different, views on education and things like that. No tea, no shade. I'm college educated. His dad is not. So it's just like, it's a little bit more laxy-daisy when my son leaves as opposed to me. And I'm just like, let's go. Straight A's. I could high on the roll. It's all about academics, because although in his mind he feels as though I'm just going to be this famous NBA basketball player, that's well and good. That would be nice, but that is not necessarily realistic. I don't want him to be that little brown boy that thinks, oh, I'm just going to play ball. No, sir, no, ma'am. You need to have your education. You need to go to college. Let me retract that, because college is not for everyone, so I'm not going to force him to go to college, but you still need to be educated in whatever trade or field or whatever you want to do. You need to be educated. You need to be on point. So I definitely have to say that I need to lay off of that, because, like I said, C's are failing in my house. So I go off if this boy come in with a C. What is, so you failed? So you failed? Like, I'm on a tangent. So you failed? And he's just like, really, Mom? Like, oh my God. Because the older he's getting a little bit lackadaisy. When I know he can have straight A's, so it bothers me. But again, I need to lay off because I don't want to pressure and push too hard, because I know I am aggressive mama bear, I know that I'm aggressive, and I know that I need to lay back. But the first step is knowing, when you know better, you'll do better. So I'm working on that. And then finally, the last trait that I looked up, it says that Pisces are daydreamers. When you're a person who expects perfection, reality can often be hard to deal with. So a Pisces pastime may be daydreaming about certain things. This is true. There will be times that I'll just catch my son in deep thought. What are you thinking about, son? Oh, nothing, or oh, I'm thinking about this, or I'm thinking about that, or like I said, if I done attacked him about his grades, or attacked him about, a score he got on the test and things like that, he's sulking because he's still thinking not only did he let himself down, but he let me down, and I'm disappointed. And like I said, I need to lay off on that because I am not shy about letting him know when I am disappointed in him. Which is not good because I don't want him to feel as though he is a disappointment or a letdown. But it's just when you know your child's potential or your man's potential or your co-worker's potential or your mom's potential, your own potential, and they're not reaching out or you're not reaching out, it is a little bit disappointing. And you just, you want them to get on track. You want them because, life is hard. Life is tough. This world that we live in is tough. This world that we live in is hard. So I just want my son to always be a step ahead of anything, just in case, because he will stumble, fall back, and at least he still, will have his balance and still will have his bearings together, and he won't just be out, out for the count. Might get knocked down, but get back up type of situation. So anyway, that is a brief, I say brief because I know I'm a chatty Cathy, but a brief synopsis of a Pisces child and what I deal with on a daily basis. There's so many other things that the list did not, go into about the differences of opinions, and we're just different people altogether. My child is the type of person, I don't know if this is all Pisces, but in my opinion, it is all Pisces. But again, I don't know. I haven't met all Pisces, so I don't know that. But my child is the type of person that, say if it comes to schoolwork, he'll have homework. Say it's Monday. Homework won't be due till Friday. And he'll be like, I'll just wait. No, you will not. Get it done now. And then that way you can relax. I'm the type of person, if I have a test or if I have an assignment, I want to get it done as soon as I get it. So that way, I don't have to worry. I can relax. I can kick back. I can do other things. He would rather wait till the last minute, and now he's scrambling in crunch time. But again, that goes to show a difference. Pisces can thrive sometimes in chaos. Me, I cannot thrive in chaos. I cannot. I need structure. I need order. I need peace, serenity, zen. I need zen. So, yeah, he's the type, he'll wait till the last minute for everything. He'll wait till the last minute to do work. He'll wait till the last minute to try to get dressed to get on his way to school. He'll wait till the last minute to try to eat dinner, even though he has a bedtime, and I'm firm on that. And I don't care if anybody has something to say that my child has a bedtime. He absolutely does, because kids need their rest. And he needs to be able to focus for school. But anyway, before I continue to go on and keep rambling, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, part 1. I will give you part 2 of Aries as a parent on the next installment. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't care, you don't like it, or you can't relate. Comment. Give me some feedback, guys. Share with everyone you know, even those you don't know. And be sure to subscribe. And until next time, bye. But thank you again so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, you comment, most definitely subscribe, and share. Until next time.